up, guys? Mask here.
And the Power 2.
Hey, and today we're looking at the PlayStation Vita. Technically, this isn't set to release till next week, but we got our hands on one a week early, and we're just kind of showcasing it for you.
And yeah, I'm gonna jump on in straight into my pros and cons. Personally, I'm a big Sony fan, so this is a great device for me. It's a great extension of me playing with a PS3 already. I'm gonna start off with a con just because that's something you should probably know. Probably the only spec con is going to be the D-pad here, or the analog stick rather. I'm used to PS3, so I'm used to about an inch of play on left and right on the sticks, whereas here it's only going to be about a centimeter. Granted, for what you're handling, it's definitely okay, but it's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes to adapt to just because it's so fluid and it feels so small on your hands at first. But then after playing for about 30 minutes, you don't even realize and you're just handling like a champ. The next biggest problem is going to be cost. It's coming at a $250 for the Wi-Fi version, and that's the same price as a console, and that's really not that good. I mean, you should probably buy a PS3 before you should buy the handheld to play like your PS3. But then the pros, on the other hand, there are a lot of great things about this. I mean, the features, it's got a quad core in it, OLED screen, you can hit like 16 million colors, and I mean, it just looks immaculate. Every piece of it is just great. It's got front and rear touch, as you already know. It's just so many features packed into this small device. It's really crazy. Another big thing that I really enjoy is the fact that the apps that are integrating everything from Netflix to Skype, Facebook, Flickr, all kinds of stuff. And that's just the stuff that's going to be dropped next week. There's hopefully going to be more. I mean, if they let it go out and let developers have fun with it, there could be all kinds of crazy apps that come out with this thing. And that's going to be amazing. And on top of that, the potential this thing has is just so crazy. I'm just so excited to finally get my hands on it and play it. I waited since E3 last year.
Alright, well, I'm going to jump into my cons and pros. Jump into cons first. The cons I had were obviously the joysticks, like he was talking about. But the other one I had was the back touchscreen here. It felt to me like it was hard to judge where I was touching. You know, on the front screen I could see where I'm touching, but the back screen, it was just really hard to judge. To be honest, that's about the only cons I really have with it. The pros, I mean, the pros are like endless with this thing. It's fast, you know. I mean, like the quad core, like he was talking about the quad core processor, that makes everything so fluid in this. Like the motions are so gorgeous. You can have 2 applications or 5 applications running at once, and everything still moves as if like nothing's running, as if it's by itself. It's a very easy device to use. I mean, the touchscreen definitely helps a lot. I mean, it definitely redefines the way mobile devices are thought about. Front camera, rear camera. I mean, I can't wait to see Skype on this thing. I can't wait to try to get a hold of this guy on Skype with this thing.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
But I mean, that's about all I got for it. It's definitely a nice device to have.
To wrap this up, the biggest thing that we think we both came to the decision on that's probably going to be one of the biggest selling points on this thing is coming out with games like Mass Effect 3 and Borderlands 2 this fall. You're going to have so many games coming out on the consoles that are going to have so many features that you just don't want to set down. I mean, you don't want to go to work, you don't want to go to class, you just want to play your games. So if you can take this to class and play either the game itself or an extension of the game, like for instance, playing like a mini game to get like an extra special gun on Borderlands, or be able to take like zombie mode on like the new Call of Duty game, if you can take that with you to class or take that with you to work so you can play when you're on lunch or play whenever, that's just a crazy feature. I mean, it would be really cool that it would be on Xbox as well. It's kind of PlayStation only, which is probably going to hurt it a little bit, and so is the price. But the potential here is just so crazy, and I'm just so glad we finally got our hands on this device. It's really amazing.
Definitely a lot of fun to use. Well, guys, that was definitely a good review. Definitely a good product to review, and definitely a good product to fool around with. I guess we'll see you next time.
And I'm going to be playing this thing, so the power's off.
See ya.